Hi, this is Dottie with Just Dottie. Welcome to my YouTube page. Today, what I want to talk about is very painful, quite literally. We're going to talk about 3 different types of pain that you go through as you age. First, I'm going to put this on me right here. There we go. So, there are 3 different types of pain that most people don't talk about when you're aging. The first one, I think, is quite obvious. It's physical pain. You hear that as you get older, your joints hurt, your body hurts. They just don't tell you to what degree, actually. So this is my experience. This is mine. This is not to say that you will have the same experience, but this is my experience as a 62-year-old female who has gone through menopause and is trying to live a life that is not so painful and is as enjoyable as possible. However, there were a lot of things that I was not told, or quite possibly I didn't listen to. Both of my parents are gone, so I cannot defer to them. But the physical pain, let's start there. The physical pain, nobody prepares you for the type of pain that happens literally overnight. So it starts with your joints. Your joints hurt. They ache. They hurt. You get up too fast. Your back hurts. You try to stand up. Your knees hurt. Your shoulders hurt. Your neck hurts. Your neck hurts more than anything else. A lot of times it's because you're looking at your cell phone, and the position of the neck will cause it to hurt more. So as a result, you try to not move so much. You want to sit, because when you're not moving, you're not hurting. But then you get up and you hurt. And the realization of it is, if you don't move, you're actually going to hurt more. So you have to move in order to reduce the level of pain that you feel. And the rapid degradation of your muscles is flabbergasting. I mean, you sit down for a little while and your muscles just go away. Just go away. That's what it feels like anyway. So mild strength training is something that has been proven to be successful in alleviating a lot of joint pain. Not heavy, I'm not talking about heavy workout, bulking up, things like that. For a lot of people, just simply walking. And that's one of the things that it's easy to think you're going to walk and you're going to get your steps in. Everybody's got to get their steps in. But you don't realize exactly how important it does. By walking does alleviate a lot of the pain. But I'm not going to sit here and tell you that all your pain goes away, because it doesn't. But it does reduce dramatically. I take vitamin D3. I take collagen. I'm doing the best I can with what I have to try and not become completely old and decrepit, as some would say when I was younger. So the pain is real. The pain is something that a lot of people don't realize just how bad it really is, and how fast it happens, because it does happen very fast. The second kind of pain that you will experience as you get older is the transition from being young, vibrant, bright to slowing down and aging, and then having to come to the realization that you just can't handle it anymore. And when I say that, it is very hard to be working in a job that you absolutely love, but can no longer maintain the energetic level, the mental cognitive level that is required to continually to perform in the manner that you previously were able to. And it happens slowly. You start to see it, you get more frustrated, and then next thing you know, it's just so fucking stressful. And you don't remember it being this bad. And people around you don't remember you not being able to do the job. As a result, you become stressed. Your cortisol level rises. For women, that's going through menopause and stuff, then that's when you get more belly fat. You become more sedentary because you're so fucking exhausted by the end of the day that you just keep trying and you can't figure out what's happened. And then it occurs to you, oh my gosh, I can't think of this. Why am I not thinking of this? And then the pain, the mental anguish that comes with realizing it's because you're getting older. That's not one that I was prepared for. I wasn't prepared for that at all. But as a result, I ended up developing type 2 diabetes. Not because the job was stressful, but because my body changed and I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't prepared. I thought I still had time. And I didn't. And so I had to come to the realization, and it was not a nice one. It was very painful. The painful realization that you can't handle it anymore. And you need to find something, if you want to continue to work, you do have to find something that is less stressful. And I did that. I made the move. And I had to come to terms with the fact that it's okay. It is okay. This is where you are in your life. You're not meant to be the person who can handle 20 things at one time. Even though you probably still could, just at a slower pace. But who wants to work 12 hours a day to get a damn job done? Not me. Not me. No, not me. So that's the realization, the understanding that you really are getting older is one of pain. The third pain, I haven't experienced 100%, but it is still painful, and I'm beginning to get it. In my last video, I had somebody make a comment that the pain that they felt, and this person was in their 70s, was the pain of being forgotten, the pain of all of their friends dying and being left all alone. And that pain of being left all alone has left them wondering what is their purpose? Why do they even have a purpose anymore? And that is a level of pain that I am just now beginning to see. More and more of the people I went to school with are dying. More and more people I grew up watching on TV, stars, in movies and TV, they're dying. Some are dying tragically due to other issues, and some are they're dying due to aging and the natural conditions that come along. You know, you're more likely to get pneumonia and things like that. And seeing the loss and coming to the realization, and it is painful, that you are in the end section of your life. Not the end of your life, but you have the beginning, the middle, and the end. And you have passed your beginning, you've passed your middle, and now you have begun the end cycle of your life. I've had several people pass. And the misunderstanding Because as you get to that point and you see that your expiration date is coming, then you put value on things that other people don't understand. You want to dive head first into friendships. You want to be there, and sometimes that's misunderstood and becomes irritating as being too obsessive or too much. And as a younger person, when you have a lot going on, whether you're in the beginning or the middle of your life, you're too busy to want to sit and talk to an older person who just wants somebody to talk to. In my previous position, I saw that with some people because I helped them with get signed up for Medicare and stuff. And I saw the urgency or the loneliness, and just having somebody to talk to was, I mean, it was very apparent that they were lonely and they didn't have people to talk to. That's a level of pain that I know I'm going to have. I've experienced a little bit of it. I have some friends that don't have time for me, don't want to be friends with me. And it's not bad. I don't blame them, because when I was their age, I felt the same way. I don't want to be sitting around talking to some old person. I didn't want that level of attention on me. I don't want to be that kind of friend. So I don't want to be that kind of person. So as a result, knowing that that level of pain is headed, I'm trying to be more proactive with it. I'm going to try and be more cognizant of the current friends I have and put my energy in the current friends that I have, especially the ones that I went to school with, the ones that I have dinner once a month with some ladies, some very wonderful ladies. I think I'm going to try and move my attention to that, and to crafts, do things to keep me busy, to keep me healthy, but to understand and that not everybody wants to talk to you. Not everybody wants to hear your old stories or the same story over and over again. So finding like-minded older people, and at some point I may have to join a senior center and just be around other people my age, because I know it's coming. And that's a pain I have seen in other people and older people, in some of my own family who are no longer here, and how they felt forgotten and left out. Part of that is because they're waiting on people to come and talk to them. They wait because they know that everybody else's life is so busy that they don't want to bother them. So they don't know when's a good time to call. So if you're somebody who is younger, whether you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s even, and you have older family members, reach out to them, because they would love talking to you. But since I know that that is likely to happen, I'm going to try and do my part now and become more active with other people, so that level of pain doesn't hit me too hard. It's going to hit. Growing old, you can't avoid any of the pain. None of it. You can't avoid the physical pain. You can't avoid the transition pain, and you can't avoid the loneliness pain. It's going to happen. How you deal with it and how you handle it is directly related to how you are going to be health-wise, mentally, physically, all of the above. I hope that this reaches some of the younger people out there. Not because I want them to contact me. Not because I want to have a life with them. No, your life's way too fucking busy for me. Not because I want to tell you and shame you, but to prepare you, because I was not prepared. I heard that it sucks getting old. I always saw old people being crabby and unpleasant to be around. Now I know why. Now I know why. And it is hard not to become bitter and crabby and angry. I don't want to be that person. And if this channel can help somebody get more prepared so that they're not old and crabby, then that's good. I'm happy for that. But this is going to be probably the darkest, saddest video I plan to do. Because from this point forward, I would like to focus on the funny side. Because there are some funny things about growing older. And the pleasant side, the I don't give a fuck side. Because that's a real thing too. So I want to show all aspects, not just the funny, not just the happy, but also the dark. But I don't want to focus on the dark side because it can be avoided or it can be alleviated. If you are somebody who is already in the crabby old stage, then I would encourage you to take the initiative and reach out to a senior center. They have places where you can go or have them come get you and interact with other people, because trying to make something happen that just isn't going to happen is very painful in itself. So if you know you don't have anybody to call you, then you need to call somebody else. If you know you don't have anything to do, go find something to do. It will help. I promise it will help. That being said, I don't know what else to say on this. If you want, reach out. Let me know your thoughts. These are my experiences. I'm not saying this is how everybody is going to be. Men have a different way of seeing things than women do. So I can only speak from my perspective. My perspective as a 62-year-old female. That's all I can speak from. I'm not a professional. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm just Dottie. That being said, thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. This is the only way other people are going to see this video. I try to do my videos without any editing and without any filters. Clearly, I have no makeup on today. I don't even have a bra on today. I'm in a t-shirt, staring out my window where the trees are, and decided to do this video because this is life and it's messy, and growing old is not for the weak. So that's all I have to say. Thank you. Bye.